my session, there we go. If you have any questions at the very end of my session, I'm going to be asking, we'll have about 5 minutes. So I'm an Asian healing arts practitioner. I specialize in Chinese medicine applied to the body in body work, massage, acupressure. But tonight we're going to learn self-acupressure for winter wellness. So take a moment just right now to kind of think about any questions you might have with ailments or conditions that are going on with your body that you might want to have me address at the end. Okay, so scan your body, drop in, see what we can do to bring some wellness and harmony into our body. I'm going to ring this bell here to get started. And I'd like you to get comfortable. If you have a, this is seated, but you can stand if you want. It's up to you. You get tired standing, you might want to sit, but we are going to do the whole body. And focus on your breath for a minute. Nice tall spine, breathing in and out through your nose, calming the heart, the mind, to be in the present moment. So now as you go into doing any kind of self-acupressure, we always want to just take a moment to see where you're at from running around and thinking about a lot of things. So just think about your mind, your body, and your spirit right now, okay? And let's listen to the bells. Soften your gaze, relax your jaw. Feel the body weighted on the floor or on your chair, nice tall spine, and feel as if you're lifted. We're going to take our hands and warm them up. Take some nice, slow, deep breaths. In and out through your nose. Let's get the top of your hands between your fingers, warming up between your fingers on both hands. And we're gonna just tap here on the outer blades. Feel as if your neck and shoulders are kind of opening up here. And tapping your fingertips. So our breath is one way we can control our mind and our emotions. Let's go ahead and come on down, bring your hands down on your lap. I'm going to tilt this just a little bit here so you can see me better. All right, so our hands are resting nice and comfortably. And we're just going to relax the body by shifting back and forth from sit bone to sit bone. Okay. Rocking back and forth. I think that, yeah, I just had to mute, yeah. Okay, so we're loosening up our spine here. Just if you're standing, you can just rock your spine back and forth, wagging your tail. Right, and then let it come all the way up from your root up to the top of your head. We're going to get our legs involved here, so kicking straight in front of you, 1 foot at a time, and try leaning forward first, okay? Lean forward so you can get a nice stretch up your legs. You feel the difference? Yeah. It's more of a nice kick release, like you're trying to get something off the tip of your shoe. Okay, and then we're going to slow down. Now for our brain, whenever we go across the body, we're going to work on our brain bridge to bring in more clarity. So hands at your side, just let them relax. And kicking forward, tapping your thigh. And start leaning forward. Good. Shaking off that anything that's tense or stiff. And slow it down and relax. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is come to the back of your neck, the weaving princess point. So this is really good. I'm going to tell you what it's good for. And we're going to start tapping, alternating tapping. It's where the hollow is. So you want to bring your chin down a little bit. And the weaving princess point, you want to tap this at each one of these that we're going to go through this series about 36 times. So watch your body relax. And this is good for bringing in clarity, gives you more energy. If you have scattered thoughts, you can help bring your mind back to your body. It helps with the thermal balancing of your body, the hot and cold. And improves your memory. All right. Brain fog too. So then we're going to come down and just relax our arms again and lift one arm up and rest right here comfortably, wherever it feels comfortable for your arm to really let go. And then bring your hand in a cupping fashion up to your armpit. We're going to tap in here to the heart and the lungs. So this improves lung health, calms the heart. It also invigorates and stimulates the heart too. So we're starting to get our lymphatic going to detox. We want to do this 36 times. And then start going down slowly. Getting the side here in the rib cage to stimulate the immune system. Take some deep, long breaths too. Come back up. And relax and release. Let your arms just dangle. When you're ready, other arm, bring it up. Let's tap in here. So you're going to feel your body kind of settle in a little bit more. So this is good for shoulder stiffness or neck stiffness too. And then coming down. Really good for your lymphatic and immune system. We don't often tap into the rib cage, but it's really good for unlocking things and being able to breathe deeper. Coming into your heart again, your lungs. And relax. Let your arms just shake it out and relax them down. All right, now we're going to get the side of your thigh. So what this does is it helps detox any toxins that are inside of your system. You can, right in the middle of your thigh, between your hip and your knee, shaking your leg out. And we're going to come down to leg 3 mile, which is right below your kneecap, right into that muscle bundle. So as you're tapping, you're going to help remove any fatigue you might have in the body. Really good for muscle strength. They call it leg 3 miles so that you can walk 3 more miles. It actually gives you a lot more energy. It's in your stomach meridian, so it does help with digestion. Harmonizes your gut. Keep tapping. It's good for overall energy for the whole body. Now let's interlock our fingers, okay? And this you really have to do sitting down. So anybody that's standing, you got a chair there. We're gonna interlock our fingers and grab your knee and hug it in. And then relax your ankle on your thigh, but you want to do it so that the bone isn't on your thigh. Bring it down so you're just resting muscle. Now this one hand can stay supporting your kneecap, and then the bottom of your foot is called bubbling springs. It's right there between your big toe and your first toe, below the padding, okay? So if you press in there, it might be a little tender. Let's tap that. This is bubbling springs. Now this one's really good if you have sensitivities to cold, or you just have cold limbs, which we often do in the winter. This is going to help warm up your arms and legs. Brings energy up the body, helps kidney support. It's good if you're feeling exhausted or overwhelmed. It's also, believe it or not, good for sore throats. And slow it down. Go ahead and grab your knee, hug it in again. We're going to switch legs. Other side, hold on to your knee if you want. This is good for your ears, any hair or bone problems, or if you just need bone strengthening. And relax, grab that knee, bring it back. We're going to come to our belly. So the belly's always good for overall health. Coming to the center here. And if you want to do circles, come up the left and down the right. Working the digestion here, digestive system. And then go in the other direction, loosening up and harmonizing the organs. Let's come on up through the center here. Immune system, tapping into your thymus, stimulating strong immune system and white blood cell count. This is a good one to do if you head in somewhere and you hear somebody start coughing, sneezing. You start doing this right away for your body to gain strength. And then come on up here to lung 1. So this nourishes the lungs, and it helps dissolve like mucus that can get stuck in the lungs, or any kind of water, excess water. And relax. Now we want to build, the kidneys are in charge of the winter. It's for the, the season of the winter. The kidneys and bladder are really important to strengthen. So we want to tap right below your rib cage, lower back. Alternating, loosening up. You might want to bend forward a little bit, but try not to drop your head back too much, right? Like bring your chin to your chest if you can. Lengthen up through tall spine. And relax. All right. So now we're going to do some points, and one of the first ones we can do is always this one, right between, it's a large intestine point, and it's right here. So if you bring your thumb in, when it comes up a nice muscle bundle here, that's where you want to press. And we can press with our thumb if you want, right? So when you bring your thumb in, you'll see how it comes up in the muscle. Press into the muscle, into the bone. All right. So now when I do it, I use my thumb. On the other hand, I just do little circles here. This is great for any kind of headaches you might have associated with colds, flus. And this one you can either, with all these points, you can either hold them or you can do circles. Let's do the other side. Does anybody notice maybe it's a little tender? A little bit. It's going to dispel that tenderness the more you hold it and do little circles, but you don't want to press too hard, right? Now we're going to come up to, I'm going to scoot up here a little bit so you can see me. I'll leave this on. All right, so we're going to come to the space right here on the end of your brow, right there. Okay, and I'd suggest like just using your thumb pads, right? Use your thumb pads here and little circles. It's good for your sinuses, relieving headaches. Keep breathing, see if you notice any difference. Now we're going to take our thumbs and go down the sides of your nose till you get to the end here, right in the hollow, and then turn your thumbs, right? So you're like this, and pull out and breathe. Hold it for about 5 seconds. And relax. Hold it for 5. Relax. One more. And relax. You should feel a big difference. And now there's a stomach point right here below your cheekbone. Press in a little bit and up. Does it feel sore? Sometimes it does. So we're going to take one thumb and press it right underneath that shelf of your that stomach point, and then come on up right above the pupil, middle of your forehead. There's a tendon there. This is a gallbladder point. We're going to take our middle finger and then just press in both points at the same time and breathe. And you want to feel as if you're kind of pulling that energy away diagonally. You know, this hand going in this direction and this one going in this direction. You're opening up the bones in the face. You might feel a nice sense of relief too here. This helps take away headaches, jaw pain. And then let's switch over the other side, middle finger on the top there. Slide your thumb right underneath the cheekbone. It's funny, sometimes one side will feel sore and sometimes the other side won't. Or maybe you might feel some in the cheekbone or the forehead. Okay. Put these back on. So those are great points. Now we're going to come down to the wrist. Now, if you have nausea, sometimes we get sick, really sick. With fever, sometimes you'll have nausea and headaches. So if you go down from the pinky finger all the way down here, 3 fingers, right? 3 fingers down. Where your pinky finger is, down here is where you're going to press in. Okay, let's swap our thumb down there and go in between the two. There's 2 tendons, not in the center, but just right on the edge there. There's kind of like a little tendon in there. There's a couple of them pressing in. It might hurt a little bit. Okay, this one is good to relieve headaches. So if anybody feels like they have a headache right now, just kind of see what happens. This one's good, 30 seconds to a minute to hold most of these points. Okay, now you only need to do one side for the whole body. Okay, let's switch over to the other side. And we're gonna, if you have any, like as you're sitting here, if you feel like you have any congestion at all, go ahead and keep breathing. And then we're gonna come up to the other side, and right again below the pinky finger, you're gonna take your thumb pad and you're kind of going through, here's the center of your wrist. You're gonna go over to the side, halfway from the edge of your wrist to the center, right below the pinky. Okay, now put your hands up, and then you're gonna press in with your thumb. Okay, so press in, but you don't have to press too hard, just press in comfortably, and then allow your hand to just fold back. Bring it back up, press, and now this time maintain the pressure of pressing, and your hands, it's going to be harder for your hand to go back, right? So you want to keep breathing now. Let's see if you can notice your sinuses, your nose, your nasal passages clearing up. And you want to fold your hand back a little bit farther as it gets more and more stretched. All right, let's relax. Now you're going to come to your thumb pad, right? Your thumb muscle, the thenar muscle, and you're going to press into the center of it with your middle finger there, just holding for general lung health. This helps strengthen your lungs. It also helps remove any stagnancy. Like if you've been sick for a long time, this is a good one to hold on to. And you want to also, relax into it. Try to relax your arms, your elbows, and sense this one's very tender on a lot of people. So, and then we're going to come to the end of your thumb, where your thumbnail is, right? And press on your thumb and release it 10 times. Keep breathing. So press and release, press and release, press and release. And then we're going to take our fingers from the other hand and just press on either side of the nail. Okay. So unless you really have a lot of congestion, you should feel like you can breathe easier now. Anybody feel like you're breathing easier? No? Nobody? All right, there's a lot of people I can't see, but all right, yeah, I got a thumbs up, good. All right, for some reason there we go. Off, okay. So we're gonna do one more that's good for lung health, and that's taking 3 fingers and find your clavicle, right? So you're holding onto your clavicle here, and then come on down below with those 3 fingers, right below the bone. And you're gonna press, bring your chin to your chest, press in and up. This is called the qi door. This is really powerful for digesting and also the air quality coming in. So it helps qualify both your food and your breathing. And if you think about it, this is where it mixes here in the body too, right before your lungs and below your mouth. So this helps bring in strong qi to both your digestive system, so you can assimilate nutrients, but also build lung health. All right. And last but not least, a lot of times, from the wind and everything and being cold, we do a lot of this, right? Like a lot of we have neck tension and it's cold out. So a nice way to relieve this is to take your fingers, interlace them, and come to the back of your neck, or actually the back of your head, and you're going to look up and push back into your hands. Push back. Like resist with your hands here, and then relax. Okay. Look up a little bit again, do it. Press, 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 resist with your hands. And relax. We're gonna do it one more time. About 15 seconds is good. And relax. So what that does is it helps from looking down at your phone all day, right? Doing that is going to help relieve any neck and tension that you might have here, also from shrugging your shoulders and maybe working on the computer too much. Okay, so go ahead and if you want to unmute yourself, ask any questions. If you have any kind of conditions that's going on that you'd like a little help with, maybe there's a point in the body or some tapping that you can do that would help. So there's so much that you can do with tapping, but that's just general health for your lungs.
So I
Yeah.
have a question because for my one leg, I'm not able to bring it up and over. So to reach the bottom of the foot for that tapping, is there an alternative or a way that could be done?
Are you able to grab one leg to come up this way?
It's for the one leg, it's really hard with the one. So I
Yeah.
was able to sort of sit sideways on the chair, bring it up on the chair and tap that way. But I didn't know
Do
if
it
there was,
that way.
I
Yeah.
didn't know if there was a better alternative than that.
No, I think that's good because then you're still, sitting and you can also access the bottom of your foot. So, and when
Okay.
you're tapping the bottom of your foot, make sure that your foot is nice and loose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Well, we have a question in the chat, Melinda.
Okay.
Faith, who has arthritis in her hands, and she asks, how can she make it feel better?
Arthritis in your hands. Okay. Well, arthritis, a good thing to do for arthritis is, let's see, let's see if I can show you. So right here, there's like a little indentation, right? They call it the snuff box here. And holding that point just over the, there's like a little bone. So if you hold that, that helps stimulate. You'll probably notice that there's some tingling in your fingers when you press down on that. That's a good one. This one that we did is great for arthritis too, right between the thumb and the first finger. Yeah. Yeah. And then also just like squeezing each finger. It's great for arthritis. Also helps with organ health. Yeah. And yeah, Holland, that's right too. This one that we do in class, the going back and forth, this is good for loosening up. So you might want to just, in order to get this point and not worry about being in the wrong place, just squeeze your wrist here and then hold on right there. This is like one of the best places for arthritis in the whole body, but especially the hand.
Have time for one more question, I think, Melinda, before we turn it over to Kim for our yoga nidra.
Yeah.
So Yvonne asks, every time she has to breathe through her mouth because of a congested nose, she gets a pain in her jaw that can last quite a long time.
Okay, yeah, jaw pain. There's the masseter muscle right here, the chewing muscle that starts here and goes down. When you clench your teeth, you'll feel it pop out, right? So relax after you clench, and then using like your middle finger here because it has more energy. You want to just circle right there to relieve jaw pain. Another thing you can do for jaw pain that's really great is to tug the ears. Tug the ears all the way around and then go inside and pull. You can press right here to release sinus pressure because oftentimes when you mouth breathe, this muscle is very tight. So this one's good. 3 fingers right below the bone. Major sinus release point. There's just so many of them, but right here, circling on the jaw muscle is good for relaxing that. It's when you mouth breathe, what happens is your neck tends to come forward, and so doing this movement is really good to start bringing and pushing your chin back to start getting your neck in alignment, and hopefully you can stop mouth breathing too. So thanks everybody. Thanks for coming, and looking forward to Kim's yoga and nidra.
Thank you so much, Melinda. Yes, so now we're going to have our yoga nidra session with Kim Ward, the owner and manager of Unique Yoga in Allenhurst. And Kim and Melinda's contact info is in the chat. So, Kim, I'm going to let you start right away so you can get everyone set up and what we should do right now to be ready for you.
Okay, great. Thank you, Lisa. Melinda, that was fantastic. I actually learned a lot and I had a little bit of tapping under my belt, so that was great. Hello, for those of you who've never met me. My name is Kimberly and I've been teaching yoga for a very, very long time. It is one of my greatest passions. It has helped me in so many capacities, along with a couple other healing modalities. They're all under the same tapestry, so they all go hand in hand and, help. Tonight, we're going to be doing one of my favorite techniques. It's a meditative technique. It's in the realm of hypnosis, but it does not take you all the way under. It puts you right on the verge of sleep, and that's out. So this technique is centered around you being in a comfortable position. So I highly, highly recommend, if you're able to access it, a place where you can recline back or lie down flat. We're going to be here for about 30 minutes. And we want absolute stillness. So you want to adjust your clothing. You want to be toasty. So if you have a blanket, you can put over you. Really, you're going to be taking a little yoga nap and kind of go from there. So if you want to dim your lights, lay back, close your eyes. If you have an eye pillow you'd like to put over your eyes, get yourself settled in. And I'm going to make my way over to my meditative pillow. Lisa, just throw me some feedback. When I come back here, can you still hear me okay?
Say one more thing so I can test it.
Sure. You can hear me well?
Yes, I can hear you well.
Perfect. Because worst case scenario, I'll come closer to the screen. But all right. So take some time, get yourself familiar with your surroundings, close your eyes, dim your lights. Better yet, turn off your lights. You want to be in a space where you can completely and absolutely release. As Lisa had mentioned earlier, I am owner of Unique Yoga, one of the owners. I manage the space, and we do all sorts of different workshops and meditations and singing bowl sound baths, and you name it, we probably host it. And again, I really look forward to doing this with you tonight. So once you get yourself settled, go ahead. I'm going to talk a little bit more before you have to be in absolute stillness. So if you're still in movement, don't stress, you have a little bit of time. But first, we're going to go over a couple of key words that I'm going to use through the meditation. The first word being mantra. So this is a word or sound which is repeated to aid in your meditation. The second is your sankalpa, otherwise known as your intention. And this is a short phrase or sentence clearly and concisely expressed using same wording each time. This brings about positive change in one's life. So examples are I am grateful, I am present, or I am at peace. So please prepare for yoga nidra by lying down, reclining back, and making sure you're perfectly comfortable. Make any adjustments necessary to your clothing or your body position so you can maintain perfect stillness throughout the practice of yoga nidra. You might place a small pillow underneath your head, as when you relax, your body will release deeply into the floor. Now let's close your eyes. Turn the palms of your hands face up, a gesture of receptivity. Make sure nothing is touching the fingertips. Remember, there should be no physical movement throughout the practice of yoga nidra, and your eyes will remain closed. Take a deep breath in. Feel the calmness and coolness spreading throughout the physical body. As you breathe out, feel all the cares and worries of the day flowing out and away from you. In the following practice, you're going to develop the feeling of relaxation throughout the body. It is not necessary to make any movements or even try to relax. Simply develop the feeling of relaxation throughout the body. It is much like that feeling of deep relaxation just before you fall asleep. In this practice, you might fall asleep, but it's important that you try not to. Instead, remain awake and aware. Make a resolution to yourself now that I will not fall asleep. I will remain awake throughout the practice of Yoga Nidra. In this practice, you're functioning at the level of hearing and awareness. The only thing required of you is to follow my voice. Try not to analyze any of the instructions, as this will interfere with your mental relaxation. Simply follow my voice with total attention and feeling. Don't try to relax, simply develop the feeling of relaxation. If thoughts arrive, don't worry, simply continue with the practice. Allow yourself to remain calm and steady. Bring about a feeling of inner relaxation in the whole body. Concentrate on the body and become aware of the importance of complete stillness. Develop awareness of your body from the crown of your head to the tips of your toes, and mentally repeat in your mind the mantra Om. In complete stillness and complete awareness of the whole body. Again, repeat the mantra Om. Continue your awareness of the whole body. The whole body. The whole body. Become aware of the fact that you're going to practice Yoga Nidra. Say mentally to yourself, I am aware. I am going to practice Yoga Nidra. Repeat this to yourself again. The practice of Yoga Nidra begins now. Now is the time for you to make your sankalpa, otherwise known as your intention. This is a simple, short, positive statement in simple language. Please repeat your intention to yourself 3 times with total feeling, conviction, and gratitude for its fruition. We now begin with the rotation of consciousness. I will name the names of different body parts, and you'll repeat that name to yourself while simultaneously bringing awareness to that part. Bring your attention to your right hand and mentally repeat after me. Right hand, thumb. Second finger. Third finger. Fourth finger. Fifth finger. Palm of the hand. Back of the hand. Wrist. Lower arm. Elbow. Upper arm. Shoulder. Armpit. Right waist. Right hip. Right thigh. Kneecap. Calf. Ankle. Heel. Sole of the right foot. Top of the right foot. Big toe. Second toe. Third toe. Fourth toe. fifth toe. Become aware of the left hand. Left hand thumb. Second finger. Third finger. Fourth finger. Fifth finger. Palm of the hand. Back of the hand. Wrist. Lower arm. Elbow. Upper arm. Shoulder. Armpit. Left waist. Left hip. Left thigh. Kneecap. Calf. Ankle. Heel. Sole of the left foot. Top of the left foot. Big toe. Second toe. Third toe. Fourth toe. Fifth toe. Now go to the back of your body. Become aware of the right shoulder blade, the left shoulder blade, the right glute, left glute, the spine, and the whole back together. Now focus on the very top of your head, the crown of your head, the crown of your head, forehead, the right eyebrow, the left eyebrow, the space between your eyebrows, the right eyelid, the left eyelid, the right eye, the left eye, the right ear, the left ear, the right cheek, the left cheek, the nose, tip of the nose, the upper lip, lower lip, chin, the throat, right chest, left chest, middle of the chest, navel, the abdomen, the whole of the right leg, the whole of the left leg, both legs together, the whole of the right arm, the whole of the left arm, both arms together, the whole of the back, glutes, spine, shoulder blades, the whole of the front, abdomen, chest, the whole of the back and front together, the whole of the head, the whole body together, the whole body together, the whole body together, your entire body at rest. Please do not sleep. Total awareness, no sleeping, no movement, effortless awareness. The whole body is on the floor. Become aware of your body lying on the floor. Your body is lying on the floor. See your body lying on the floor in your room. Visualize this image in your mind. Feel the flow in and out of your lungs. Do not try to change the rhythm. The breathing is natural and automatic. There is no effort. You are not doing it. Maintain awareness of your breath. Complete awareness of breath. Now concentrate your awareness on the movement of your navel area. Concentrate on your navel movement. Your navel is rising and falling slightly with every breath. Belly rises, belly falls. With each and every breath, it expands and contracts. Concentrate on this movement in synchronization with your breath. Awareness of breathing, breathing and awareness. Now, begin counting your breaths backwards from 27 to 1, like this. 27, navel rising. 27, navel falling. 26, navel rising. 26, navel falling. 25, navel rising. 25, navel falling, and so on. Say the words and numbers mentally to yourself as you count your breaths. If you make a mistake, simply return to 27 and begin again. Effortless awareness. Effortless awareness. If you make a mistake, simply return to 27 and begin again. Now, discontinue your counting of the navel breath and shift your attention to your chest. Please shift your attention to your chest. Your chest is rising and falling with each breath. Become aware of this. Continue concentrating on the movement of the chest and start counting from 27 to 1 as you did before. 27, chest rising. 27, chest falling. 26, chest rising. 26, chest falling. 25, chest rising. 25, chest falling. And so on. Again, repeating the words and numbers to yourself as you count. Try not to make any mistakes, but if you do, simply return to 27 and begin again. Awareness of breathing. Awareness of counting. Counting your breath backwards. Doesn't matter if you don't make it to 1. Just continue the practice. Discontinue your counting of the chest breathing and move your awareness to your throat. Please move your awareness to the throat. Become aware of your breath moving in and out of the throat. Become aware of this. Concentrate on the movement of the breath and continue counting as you did before from 27 to 1. 27, breath in. 27, breath out. 26, breath in. 26, breath out. Complete awareness of your counting and of the breath. Continue the practice, counting and breathing, breathing and counting. No movement, no sleeping. Stop counting and now bring your attention to the nostrils. Become aware of the breath moving in and out of the nostrils. Concentrate on the movement of the breath in and out of the nostrils. 27, breathing in. 27, breathing out. 26, breathing in. 26, breathing out, and so on. complete awareness of the breath, effortless awareness. Continue the practice, counting and breathing, breathing and counting. No movement, no sleeping. Stop your counting now. It doesn't matter if you came to one. Leave your breathing. We now move on to visualization. I will name the names of different objects, and as I say them, develop an image of them in all aspects of feeling, awareness, and emotion as best you can. If you are able to find each vision, your relaxation is complete. Burning candle. Burning candle. Burning candle. Endless desert. Endless desert. Endless desert. Egyptian pyramid. Egyptian pyramid. Egyptian pyramid. Torrential rain. Torrential rain. Torrential rain. Snow-capped mountains. Snow-capped mountains. Snow-capped mountains. Greek temple at sunrise. Greek temple at sunrise. Greek temple at sunrise. Coffin beside a grave. Coffin beside a grave. Coffin beside a grave. Birds flying across a sunset. Birds flying across a sunset. Birds flying across a sunset. Red clouds drifting. Red clouds drifting. Red clouds drifting. Across above a church. Across above a church. Across above a church. Stars at night. Stars at night. Stars at night. Full moon. Full moon. full moon. Smiling Buddha. Smiling Buddha. Smiling Buddha. Wind from the sea. Wind from the sea. Wind from the sea. Waves breaking on a deserted beach. Waves breaking on a deserted beach. Waves breaking on a deserted beach. The restless sea. Eternal restless sea. Eternal restless sea. Waves breaking on a deserted beach. Now is the time to repeat your sankalpa, your intention, the same intention you repeated at the beginning with the same feeling and gratitude. Please repeat your intention 3 times to yourself. Now relax all efforts and slowly bring awareness back to your whole body. Awareness of your whole body. Awareness of your whole body. You are deepening your breath, breathing quietly and slowly. Develop awareness of your body from the crown of your head to the tips of your toes, and say mentally to yourself, Om, repeating the mantra Om to yourself 2 more times. Begin to heighten your senses, noticing sound, scent, and sensation. Become aware of the floor and the position of your body lying on the floor. Visualize in your mind the room all around you, sensing your surroundings. Lie quietly for a few more moments, your eyes remaining closed. Begin moving your body slowly, wiggling each finger and each toe. Savor each movement. There is no hurry. When you are sure you are wide awake, gently come up to sit and open your eyes. The practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. Hari Om Tat Sat. The seen and the unseen are both one. So you take a few moments to reorient yourself with the space around you, with your energies. Maybe shrug your shoulders once or twice, loosening up. Big exhales. And when you're ready, inhale, spread your wings, percolux in the sky. Bring it down through your third eye, through your heart center as you bow your head to your heart space. Press your pinkies and your thumbs together. Release your middle fingers to create a blossom. Within it, place your light. Visualize it. The intention you set at the beginning of your practice. On your inhale, we'll lift it up to the sky, present your light to the world. As you exhale, allow your hands to part. As they falter beside you, imagine that light making its way out to take root and make a difference. Hands return back through prayer heart space. Bowing your head to your heart one last time. The light within me honors that brilliant shining light within each and every one of you. I hope to see you or meet you again one day soon, but until we do, namaste. Well done for those of you who are still awake.
Thank you. Thank you, Kim.
So welcome, Ms. Lisa. I know you're familiar with the practice.
Mhm.
If you dozed off, it's okay. Yoga
I
needs
felt like
this.
I was just about a couple of times.
That's good. So you hung in there. Yoga Nidra equivalent 30 to 40-minute practice is about 3 to 4 hours of restful, peaceful sleep. So it's a beautiful practice. It's one that really alleviates a lot. If you're suffering from insomnia, you're depressed, you're anxious, you're just not yourself, Yoga Nidra very much helps you sort through a lot of those energies. It's a hard reset to your nervous system. So we work on working into our parasympathetic nervous system as opposed to sympathetic, which is that fight and flight. It gives you that opportunity to decompress and reset so you can truly rest. So I hope you enjoyed. And hopefully we'll maybe do this program again. If not, you can always catch it at the studio if ever you want to come visit.
Thank you, Kim.
Very much.
Welcome.
Thank you, everyone. Have a lovely rest of your evening. Thank you for joining us tonight. I hope to see you all soon again.
Thanks,
well.
everybody. Have a great night.
Good
Thank
night.
you all. Good night.
Bye.
Night.
All right. Good night.